Hello friends, how do you do? This is Yogesh Pofat and today again we are here with a very interesting and the important topic of kinematics, that is motion in a straight line. If you all have decided to go for science as a stream in your higher studies, believe me, these equations are not going to leave you. Okay, so these are the very important equations for throughout your life if you are going to opt for science in your higher studies. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us start with the topic. Today we are going to discuss to derive the three basic equations of kinematics for a uniformly accelerated body. When I say uniformly accelerated body, that means these equations are valid only when the acceleration of a body is constant. For variable acceleration, different method is there to find the different relations. In these three equations, we are going to relate different quantities if a body is moving with a uniform acceleration. Here the symbols will have their usual meaning. Suppose if I am writing V, so V stands for final velocity, U stands for initial velocity, A stands for constant acceleration, T stands for time, and S stands for displacement. So don't get confused in these symbols. These are the fixed symbols. Here the symbols will have their usual meanings. Okay, so the first equation is V is equals to U plus AT. Second equation is S is equals to ut plus half at square, and third equation is v square minus u square equals to 2as. These are the three equations that we are going to derive one by one. We have to plot a graph of velocity versus time. So all these three equations will be derived from a velocity time graph. Okay. The first, you must understand the basic concept behind these three equations. And you must remember how to initiate, how to derive these three equations. You must remember the very first step is very important. The first equation, you have to derive it from acceleration, that is you have to find out the slope. In second and third equations are very much similar. These derivations we are going to do with the graphical analysis. The calculus method is also there, but here we are going to discuss with the graphical analysis. With the help of graph, we are going to derive these equations. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us start with the topic. The first equation we have to derive with the slope of a VT graph. Second and third equation we have to derive with area under the graph of velocity versus time. So this is the graph that I have drawn. You can see here, this is the initial velocity. I have not started the graph with origin. That means if it has started just above the origin, that means this body is moving with certain initial velocity, that is u. The initial velocity I have not considered to be 0. Maybe in some numericals you may get initial velocity to be 0, but here I have not taken the initial velocity to be 0. This is just a symbol. U stands for initial velocity and V stands for final velocity. This is the graph. This is the time axis. On x-axis we have taken time. And you can see here that this is a straight line. The straight line in a VT graph indicates uniform acceleration. If it is inclined at certain angle, in the previous lecture we had a discussion on this. Here a straight line inclined at some angle with respect to the time axis, this will indicate uniform acceleration. That is, the body is moving with uniform acceleration. This is the first equation. V is equals to u plus at, where V stands for, as I discussed, V stands for final velocity, U stands for initial velocity, A stands for acceleration and that too constant, and T stands for time. Okay, so if you modify this equation little bit, you will get the basic formula of acceleration. V is equals to V minus U divided by T. If you modify this, V is equals to U plus AT, you will get acceleration is equals to V minus U divided by T, which is the very basic formula of acceleration. That means ultimately we have to start proving this equation with acceleration. Now it is very much known fact that from a velocity time graph, how we will get acceleration? By calculating the slope. So in this case, for the first equation, we have to find out the slope of a VT graph. The slope of a VT graph we have to find out, which will give acceleration because it is a velocity time graph. The formula for slope is change in y-axis upon change in x-axis, that is del y upon del x. You must watch my previous videos also. The links are provided in the description part of this video. You can watch all the videos of mine. Most of the videos are there with practical demonstrations. So slope of a BT graph gives acceleration. Acceleration is equals to, from this graph, how we will calculate acceleration? Change in y-axis. Suppose I am writing this point as O. So you have to find out the slope of UA portion. So change in y-axis, this is the starting point and this is the final point. Corresponding to point A, what is written here? V, and corresponding to U, it is U only. So V minus U is the change on y-axis. Okay, the velocity is changing from U to V, so final minus initial. So this is the change in y-axis, V minus U. Okay, this is the change in y-axis, V minus U. Now if you see in time axis, okay, this is the ending point. So if you plot this, if you join this line, it is like this. So A point is indicating at T, corresponding to point A, it is time I have taken T, and here it is written 0, 0, that is the origin. So the change in y-axis is T minus 0. So the change in x-axis is T minus 0. Change in x-axis is T minus 0. Change in y-axis is V minus U. So change in y-axis upon change in x-axis is the basic formula for slope. Now T minus 0, that is 0, so you will cross multiply here, so you will get AT is equals to V minus U, or V is equals to U plus AT. So the basic concept for first equation is you have to find out the slope of this velocity time graph. So this is the first equation, V is equals to U plus AT. You will shift U this side, so it is negative, so it becomes positive, so you will get V is equals to U plus AT, and this is the very first equation and very important equation of kinematics. Again and again I am repeating, these equations are valid only for body having uniform acceleration. Okay, now let us come to the second. S is equals to ut plus half at square. Second and third equations are very much similar, only one minor modification is there. So we will discuss that modification. S is equals to ut plus half at square, where S stands for displacement. Now if you remember, you will recollect from the previous lecture, from velocity time graph, how will you calculate displacement? By finding the area under the graph. Now this is the graph, UA is the graph. Now which structure I have joined this line also, A to T, so which structure you are able to see here? Okay, the area under the graph is indicating that this structure is trapezium. So what you have to do, you have to find out the area of trapezium. This is just a way to remember. From this, if you modify, you will get acceleration. A is equals to V minus U divided by T. So from here we got the hint that we have to find out this slope, because velocity time graph slopes gives acceleration. This is the displacement. So how will you calculate displacement? By finding out the area under the graph. So area under the graph, it is forming a trapezium. So you have to find out the area of trapezium. That is the area under the graph. That means area of trapezium OAUT is equals to displacement. Displacement is equals to half of sum of parallel sides into height. This is the simple formula for trapezium, area of trapezium. Now parallel sides are OU plus AT. So this is OU plus TA are the parallel sides, and this is the altitude or the height of the trapezium, OT. Now if you see OU, what is the length of OU? That is 0 to U, so this is U and this is V. U plus V. 0 to U, this is U, and this is 0 to V, so this is V. So the parallel sides are U plus V, and 0 to T is the altitude, this side is the altitude, so T minus 0, that is T is the altitude of the trapezium. Now the modification is, up to this point I think there is no doubt. This is the simple formula that we have applied, the area of trapezium, and you got this. Up to this step you got it. Now what we have to do in this step, first equation we got V is equals to U plus AT. So from first equation you have written V is equals to U plus AT. this v we have to replace here. You have to put this v is equals to u plus at in this equation. Okay, so if you put this v is equals to u plus at, you get this is the replacement. This is the replacement. This is the replacement for v. This is v, u plus at. So in place of v, you have written u plus at. So this u plus u, it becomes 2u. So and t is in multiplication. So 2ut plus at square. U plus u, 2u multiplied with t. So this is 2ut and at square. So this is at square. Half is outside the bracket. So multiply half inside. This 2 to cancel out. So this becomes ut at square by 2. That is half at square. So you got the second equation also. S is equals to ut plus half at square. Now what modification we did? We just calculated the area of trapezium and we have replaced this v from first equation. We have replaced this v from first equation. Okay, let us come to the third equation. V square minus u square equals to 2as. Again, the starting three steps are same as second equation. Area of trapezium is the displacement. So half of sum of parallel sides into height. There is no doubt up to that point. Again, S is equals to half of v plus u or u plus v into t. So up to this step, both the derivations are same. Now here what we did, we replaced directly v is equals to u plus at. Is there any term of t here? V square minus u square equals to 2as. Is there any term of t? No. That means we have to replace t from where? From first equation again. So v is equals to u plus at is the first equation. If you find out the value of t from this equation, what you will get? T is equals to v minus u upon a. If you calculate the value of t from here, you will get t is equals to v minus u upon a. Replace this t with v minus u upon a. So half of v plus u, and this is the replacement, that is t, v minus u divided by a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square, and this denominator becomes 2a. So this is v square minus u square upon 2a. Cross multiply, you got the final answer. V square minus u square equals to 2as. This is the third equation. Okay, so the first equation is v is equals to u plus at. We have to start it from the slope of a velocity time graph. Second equation is s is equals to ut plus half at square. You have to find out the area under the graph, that is area of the trapezium. And third equation, again it is similar. In second equation, what we did, we replaced v directly from first equation. In third equation, what we did, we replaced t from first equation. That means in second and third equation, both the first equation is being used. Okay, again I am repeating, these equations are valid only for uniformly accelerated body. Please make a note of it. Okay, again see you with a very interesting lecture maybe later. Thank you so much. Okay, take care of yourself. Okay, bye bye.